Hi, I'm Mr. Landis. Today we're going to talk about the drill press. There are many different brands of drill presses. In your shop, you probably have one that looks like one of these. The purpose of the drill press is primarily for drilling holes of various diameters, depths, and angles. Holes can be drilled accurately and with great consistency. Materials that can be drilled include metals, woods, plastics, and composites. There are many different types of drill presses. The one on my right is a heavy-duty variable speed drill press, primarily used for drilling metals. The one on my left is a light-duty general-purpose drill press that you might find in your home shop. Obviously, if this heavy-duty machine is powerful enough to drill through thick metals, it can also drill through soft materials such as plastic and wood. The cutting speed of both machines can be changed. This smaller drill press uses a changeable pulley system, and this heavy-duty machine uses a variable belt drive. The speed control on this machine can only be changed when the machine is running. Let's familiarize ourselves with the parts of the drill press. The belt and pulley cover, the motor, the work table, the feed lever, the depth gauge, the chuck, which holds the drill bit, the chuck key, which is used to tighten the chuck, the on-off switches, and over here the quill locking lever. The only difference with this smaller machine is the type of on-off switch and the operation of the depth gauge. Check with your instructor to show you how to use this type of depth gauge. Before we talk about drill press operation, let's review a few general safety rules. First, operate the drill press only with the teacher's permission and after you have received instruction. Always wear proper eye protection. Remember, Utah state law requires that we wear safety glasses 100% of the time when anyone is working in the shop. Arrange hair and clothing in a manner not to get caught in revolving equipment. If you have long sleeves, make sure they're buttoned tightly around your wrist or pull them up past your elbow and make sure that they stay there. If you have long hair, pull your hair back. Use a rubber band or something to keep it behind you so that it doesn't get caught in the machine. If you're wearing rings, watches, or other jewelry, make sure that they're taken off and put in a safe place. Keep hands and fingers at least 4 inches away from revolving bits and moving parts on the drill press. The palm of your hand measures 4 inches. Never touch the spinning bit or chuck. Keep the workspace around the drill press clean. Here are some setup guidelines to be followed before drilling. The first step to drilling is layout. Mark the location of your holes. With metal, we use a center punch to locate the hole. On softer materials, we usually use a scratch-awl. This prevents the drill bit from wandering. There are many different types of drill bits, each designed for a specific material. Select the right size and type of drill bit for the material you are drilling. Your instructor will give you more information about drill bit selection. Install the drill bit to the full depth of the chuck. This provides proper grip on the drill bit. Secure the drill bit in the drill press chuck by inserting the chuck key into a hole in the chuck. Next, push with your thumb with enough pressure to securely tighten the chuck on the drill bit. This will prevent the drill from slipping in the chuck and damaging the bit. Never leave the chuck key in the chuck socket. Chuck keys are often attached to a cord or chain to keep them from getting lost. Always remove the chuck key to prevent the chain from being wrapped around the chuck and causing an injury. After installing the bit, make sure that the hole in the work table is aligned with the bit. This prevents drilling into the metal work table. This particular drill press work table does not have a hole because it's specifically designed for drilling metal being held by a vise or other clamping tool. For this reason, it's always necessary to cover the work table with a drilling board. Be particularly careful not to drill completely through the board and into the work table. Different materials create unique drilling problems. Hard materials such as metals have a tendency to bind on the drill bit, especially as the drill bit breaks through the bottom of the material. This creates a particularly dangerous situation where the drill press might grab the metal, causing it to spin with the bit. Never try to hold metal with your hands. Always clamp metal in a drill press vise. Sheet metal must always be clamped to the table. Spinning sheet metal can severely cut your hands. Plastic is also a hard material. You must drill slowly through the material to avoid shattering the plastic and binding it on the bit. Anytime you have a small object that requires your fingers to be inside of the danger zone, it must be clamped. Even when using a clamp, you must keep your fingers outside of the danger zone. Keep downward pressure with your hand so the workpiece doesn't lift off the table as the bit is withdrawn from the work. If the work lifts off the table, keep downward pressure on the feed lever and turn off the machine. Before we start drilling, let's review a few basic safety rules. First, always wear your safety glasses when you're using any machinery. Next, make sure you have a clean work area. Always make sure you keep your fingers out of the danger area. Only one student at a time is allowed in the safety zone around a machine. When you're drilling, make sure you use downward pressure on the workpiece. Make sure that it's clamped securely or held in a vise so that you have control of the workpiece. We're now ready to start drilling. First, turn on the machine. Then, when drilling deep holes, withdraw the bit frequently to remove chips. This helps to keep the drill bit from overheating. Ease up on the feed pressure as the drill breaks through the bottom of your material. Remember, always clean up the machine when you finish. Always use a hand broom. Never use your hand. As with any machine, if it's not working properly, you should always turn it off, unplug it, and tell a teacher. If you are nervous about using this machine, have your instructor assist you. And remember, always wear approved eye protection while operating this machine.